YouTube, what's good? It's your boy, Follows Harris, aka the Crazy Uncle. Hey, guess what? This your first time tuning in. Go ahead, hit doggone subscribe button, hit notification bell every time I post up new content. As you can see, I'm out of my garage, right? Because the babies are here, you know, and don't mind the background, But it's nighttime here, and for the most part, this is probably like one of the main reasons why I'm doing this show at night because of what the fuck that happened up in Chicago, right? So for the most part, I'm gonna, you know what, people, I'm just gonna actually really just gonna come on out and say it since everybody else for the most part, since everybody else for the most part, they either not gonna say it or they too scared to say it, right? But if it was any, if put like this, if it was ever a time to call bullshit on a particular story, this is one of them, and I'm gonna tell you why. Right? You know what? Just know you'll understand why, or you'll understand why I'm saying that this is bullshit after the questions that I actually like really put down in the description. But I'm actually really going to actually really just come out and ask these questions, right? So, question number one: where was the National Guard, right? Or how long was the National Guard actually really supposed to stay up there in Chicago, right? I mean, because according to news outlets, right, and YouTubers, right, that actually really posted the footage, since the National Guard was up there, crime went down like this. It was all of a sudden, it was safe to go outside, right? It was safe to go outside. They said the same shit down there in Memphis, right? Where it was actually really safe to go outside. Same thing in Washington, D.C. Guess what? It was safe to go outside. So apparently, this shit is actually really going in reverse. So I'm almost willing to think now that since this happened up in Chicago, right? I'm pretty sure that Memphis is gonna be next, and then after Memphis is gonna be doggone Washington D.C. But I'm gonna tell you something, people, about the National Guard. The National Guard is not the motherfucking police. The only reason why Trump brought in the National Guard to these cities is because the goddamn police, chicken shit police, along with a chicken shit motherfucking mayor, chief of police, and 9 times out of 10, the motherfucking mayor, right? Because 9 times out of 10, whoever the drug king lord is in all three of those cities got those people that I just mentioned in their back pocket, right? So then the next question is, where were the actual motherfucking police for Chicago, right? And for the most part, this question actually really gonna go towards the doggone mayor of Chicago who didn't want the National Guard in the first place, right? And then the actually really chief of police, right? If anything actually really happens, right? Either put like this, the mayor finna get it first, and then it's gonna go down to the motherfucking chief, right? So the question is, okay, how come that the Chicago police wasn't actually on a motherfucking patrol? Because the thing about it though is this: see, if the police would have been on patrol, which for the most part actually really goes back to the mayor of the city of Chicago as well as the chief of police, right? And even more so, the goddamn governor of the state of Illinois, right? You know that Chicago is a problem, has always been a problem, but you bitch because Donald Trump, President Trump, brought in the National Guard. And everything's good until they left. So apparently they left, right? The next question is this: who the fuck records a motherfucking ass whooping, right? Unless the gangs of Chicago have got that goddamn advanced, and it's just because the news media, regardless of city, hey, guess what? You see anything happening, or what the hell you think is about to happen, record it, send it to us. We'll give you a nice piece of money. But here's another thing too. 9 times out of 10, those eighth graders or whatever grade that those kids were in, 9 times out of 10, they got recruited by the gangs of Chicago. And and nobody actually really go off of hearsay no more. They say, hey, look, show us proof. That's why the fuck it was motherfucking recorded. Okay? The next two questions is actually really gonna go on to mama. Right? Knowing damn well that you in the part of Chicago that's actually really bad, right? Whether you was pregnant or not, you don't know how to have no type of defensive system about yourself. Carry a baseball bat or something, because even as nice as the neighborhood that I'm in now, right? There's a lot of people around here that actually really walk around with sticks because you never know what the fuck is actually really gonna come your way. And then, like I said, don't shit here happen here, but it's just for the fact some people still have enough sense to actually really try to have some type of a weapon to protect themselves from other people. So where was your weapon at, right? And then you get on the motherfucking news, right? And you sound like you sit up there and look at all dumb and shit. Yeah, master come send somebody to come whoop us because we didn't do what we were supposed to do. That's just how the hell you sound. And then most importantly, where was these where was the father or the fathers of your children? Did they come to you? Do you even know who the fuck they are? How come they weren't interviewed? Right? See, this is the stuff, and see, put like this. It really doesn't matter the motherfucking event. Everybody sitting there hollering about no justice, no peace. And 9 times out of 10, the motherfucker or motherfuckers that's now hollering no justice, no peace. You the same motherfuckers that was recording this shit, and you didn't try to motherfucking stop it. So yeah. Just like I called shit on the motherfucking Kanika Jenkins incident that happened years prior, I'm calling bullshit on this one too. Because 9 times out of 10, her or the city of Chicago, if not both, is going to make some real serious money. But but like this, if this bitch could get her head out of her ass long enough, I could be like, you know what? I want to sue the city of Chicago, the chief of police, whatever. Because had you motherfuckers been doing your goddamn job as a police officer, that only is because you ain't getting your dick sucked by the motherfucking product in the neighborhood, right? Y'all could have stopped that shit. Y'all, as well as the motherfucking chief of police, as well as the goddamn mayor of Chicago and the motherfucking governor of the state of Illinois, right? Everybody needs to be motherfucking sued, right? Including ignorant ass mother. You in a bad part of Chicago. You don't know no fucking better to protect yourself? And then where your bitch ass baby daddy's at? How come they ain't trying to go out, not necessarily whoop the kids' ass, but I'm pretty sure you know who the damn daddy is of the motherfucking kids. So if I was you, I would go sit. I would go, as we used to say back in the day, I would go situate that motherfucker. He had to come see me. Hey, dog, what the fuck is up with your kids? Right? Or it could be just like what I said earlier. This could have been a goddamn motherfucking gang initiation. Which just goes to show you, no matter what type of, put it like this, we already know that the Chicago police ain't worth shit, worth a damn. It took President Trump to actually really bring in the National Guard to actually really shut shit down for a little while. Then once they leave all this shit happen, come on now, y'all. Make this shit make sense, right? Somebody getting paid a whole lot of serious money over some bullshit that could have been easily avoided, right? And it's just for the people of Chicago. Y'all know how fucked up Chicago is, but it's quite obvious. None of you motherfuckers go to no damn town meeting. Ask for more cops, right? And then if you do, hell, y'all motherfuckers really need to start pushing the issue up there. Either do that or get rid of the motherfuckers that's already in position for this shit, right? But at the same time, it's almost like at this point, if you actually really hire somebody within the city of Chicago or in the state of Illinois, I would question everybody that actually really wants to sign up for the Chicago police. Y'all gonna have to actually really get some motherfuckers from the outside. If Trump needs to bring back the National Guard, then hey, by all means, do so. Because as long as the National Guard was up there, hey, what shit happening? This shit go down. So President Trump, if you listening, send them motherfuckers back up there. Let's keep the doggone women and children safe. So with that being said, hey, guess what? Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your dad, tell your birthday, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa. Motherfucker next door across the street around the corner, Father Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. I'll holler at y'all.